About 7 years ago, I accidentally bumped into my future wife during my lunch break. She immediately caught my attention with her practicality and genuine kindness. I mean, a girl from a small town who didn't drink or smoke. For a guy like me, it's like hitting the jackpot, right? In any case, the relationship between us developed quite quickly, and before I knew it, we got married just 6 months later. The wedding was very modest. Only her parents and one friend were present. I admit it seemed a little strange to me, but she said that she wanted to share this moment only with those whom she truly trusted. Of course, it was a bit unusual, but I didn't overdo it and agreed with her wishes. After the wedding, life was smooth sailing. She never pried into my stuff and focused on keeping our home in order. Whenever I was stressed or worried, she had my back. No drama, no nagging, just solid support. Honestly, it felt like we nailed the whole ideal family thing. We had a son together, now 5 years old. Once her maternity leave ended, she didn't go back to work. Instead, she poured all her energy into raising our kid, shuttling him to school, signing him up for extracurriculars, whipping up amazing meals, and always being there when I got home. And get this, she never let herself go. She stayed polished, confident, and stunning even with all the chaos of parenting. Her world revolved around our family, my mom, and that one close friend of hers. And suddenly, out of the blue, one morning at breakfast, she blurts the following out at me. In 3 days, I'm going to leave. There will be a reunion, and I decided to go. I was shocked. Wait, what? You've never mentioned anyone from school before. She just shrugged her shoulders and said, well, I haven't talked to you about it, but now I've made a decision. What's so special? I hesitated. No, there's nothing special about it. It's just this, it's a little unexpected, you know? She retorted, I think after all these years, I deserve to go and do something for myself. Don't you agree? I stuttered. Yes, of course. No problem. If that's what you want, go ahead. And honestly, she had a point. Everyone needs a little social time now and then, right? Plus, our son would be staying with her parents, so it wasn't like she was ditching responsibilities. Still, the suddenness of it all nagged at me, but I didn't push it and let her go. Fast forward, a day after the reunion, and she wasn't answering her phone. I even tried calling her parents, but no luck there either. I'll admit, I started to get a little uneasy. Turns out, nothing crazy had happened. No emergencies or accidents, but the truth? It was something I never saw coming. She'd been unfaithful. 2 days after all this mess, I got a call from a woman who introduced herself as the wife of my wife's classmate, the guy she was having fun with. In fact, she told me that my wife had ruined their marriage and begged me to come and pick her up before the whole town found out about the scandal. As soon as I found out the address, I didn't waste a second. I rushed there, and as soon as I entered, I was just screaming with rage. To be honest, it's a good thing that her so-called boyfriend wasn't around. Otherwise, I would have ended up in handcuffs. She just broke down crying and begging for forgiveness, saying she never meant to hurt me. But I didn't have that. I grabbed her phone and looked at everything. Every text message, every message. It was cruel. It turned out that she had been in contact with this guy for more than 2 months, and their conversations were, well, let's just say they weren't about the weather. It was everything to me. I'd had enough. There was no second chance. I rushed to her parents, picked up my son, and told them what had happened. They begged me to calm down, saying things like, think about us. Gossip will ruin us. Us? But to be honest, I didn't give a damn about their reputation or any drama. We ended up divorcing, and I got custody of our son. The first few months were rough, really rough. But over time, the anger faded, and my son and I found our rhythm. We've grown closer, and I like to think we understand each other better now. As for her, well, she's stuck in a bad place. That toxic love of hers completely wrecked her. She's living with her parents, barely leaves the house, and only sees our son occasionally. She keeps trying to win me back, but there's no way I'm going down that road again. Betrayal is a deal breaker for me. I'm not the type to just grin and bear it while someone makes a fool out of me. And just like that, what I thought was a perfect family life came crashing down. It's crazy how one person's choices can change everything, isn't it?